Hey. There we are. Okay. There we are. Oh, hey, you're not supposed to talk. Who gave you permission to speak? Alright, probably give it a minute. Man, I really need to get a stream schedule going, especially since I'm streaming every day. What's up, Lemon Shark? Welcome to the stream. Alright, has it almost been a minute? Oh, we're almost at a minute. What's up, Apple freaking Sauce? It's been a hot second. Welcome to the stream. Alright, it's been a minute. Let's go. Alright, we can start. How's it going? Welcome back. I'm taking a big stretch. I woke up so late today. Literally, I woke up so late today, and I only woke up because, like, I heard the sink running because I guess they were, like, some people were replacing, like, a dishwasher today, so, like, that's the only reason why I heard that. Like, just, I heard the dishwasher getting, like, taken out, or, I don't know, I heard water running. I'm like, why is it, like, I'm like, who turned on the water? And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, it's, like, super late. But, yeah, it's been a month, bro. I'm glad to see you still streaming. Yep, you know it. I'm glad for you to be here. Hey, man, remember me? Funny guy. How could I forget a funny guy as yourself? Alright, well, today we're gonna... Remember how, like, last Wizard stream I was like, okay, you know what, we're gonna hit level 40, then we're gonna end stream? Yeah, so we didn't hit level 40, but we still ended stream. So, we're hitting level 40, and then we can finally open up, like, these packs that Weiss gave us. Well, we'll wait for Weiss to, like, join stream if he does. But... we'll open those up after so long and finally get new level 40 gear. It's gonna be nice. Also, there's I almost ran right into a sword right there. Does this game go on forever? Feels like it, honestly. It basically does. We're on, like, the 4th world, and there's still, like, another, like, 12 to go. So it does take quite a bit. But you know what we're gonna do is, since we hit level 40, we're probably gonna keep playing on Mushu until we're able to, we're gonna keep playing Mushu until we get our spell, because we have to defeat Plague Oni to get our new spell. So we might just keep playing until we can beat Plague Oni, get our new spell, and then we might hop over to, I knew they were gonna do that, then we can hop over to something like Pigswick Academy or something like that. That is annoying. Will it steal the storm one? Oh, I don't have any pierces. I don't have any pierces. All right, I just gotta do this. You want to start the stream by talking about JoJo's again? Of course. I don't really have a preference for how I start stream. I just start it the way whatever happens kind of thing. Oh, I don't have the right pet on. Shoot. Well, speaking of JoJo, I don't know if you guys saw, but today I uploaded a YouTube Shorts about Diablo, about, like, King Crimson, basically. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. It's only, like, a minute long. It was very weird. Like, that's the first Shorts I uploaded. And, oh, also I had to make a TikTok, so I uploaded it to TikTok as well. But that's, like, that's what I've been doing. And I'm going to try to get Shorts out, like, every week at least. I'm going to try to get a Shorts out. Like, probably every week on, like, Friday. I want to get a Shorts out, right? And then videos will come on Saturday every 2 weeks. But I might try to push for every week. It really depends on the video. Just because, like, the video I'm working on now, I'm trying to find translations for a chapter. Here, I'll say this. I'm working on a Spy Family video. But it's difficult because I'm looking for translations that, like, aren't there, if that makes sense. Like, I'm looking, it's hard to explain without giving it away. But there's a certain translation of a book that I'm looking for from Spy Family to like be able to answer some questions and give insight on some issues. But there is no translation of it anywhere, and even putting translations aside, I can't even translate it myself because I can't even find the original book. Like, it's nowhere. The only way I'll be able to get the book is if I ordered it, and it would take about a month because it would be coming directly from Japan. So it's kind of like, I can't even translate it myself because I don't even have the book. So it's just like, so that's why, so with stuff like that, it's kind of like, it's like, you know, that might take the full 2 weeks to actually get a video out on, just because of the amount of like moving parts that go into it. But videos like Velma and stuff like that, they only take like about a week. So I might try to do a thing where I release like long videos every 2 weeks, but then like kind of a short like 8-minute video every week. But that's kind of like, that's still 4 videos, that's still like 4 videos a month, you know, like you know, weekly videos. But 2 of them are very complicated and 2 of them are very easy. So it's kind of like being able to balance like what I'm working on is going to be the biggest thing. You know what I mean?
Such a fine medallion. You humble me with. I'm supposed
of course,
to deliver
I'm the very
the
kindest, most
Hinjin.
kind person. You're on Dragonspire? Dang, Lemon Shark, you've been on that grind.
Would you honor me again, revered wizard?
Yes, I suppose I can
Please
honor
take
you
the
again.
medallion to Hinjin,
Oh wait, I already
so
had
I
a
can
marker
get
there.
the pass I was promised.
Oh, let me do that. That's why I had him out. Alright, let's put on Mr. Honey. Yeah, I guess we can talk to Hinjin. Or should we go fight these Earthwalkers? Earthwalkers or this dude who's very far away? I guess we'll find out. Also, wait, funny guy, I'm pretty sure. Wait, let me check chat. I thought I saw you send another message. I guess not. I thought I saw you send another message about JoJo, but I don't see it. What is your rank in school? Rank. Oh. I was like, level 39, that's my rank? Well, I don't think I can say. But I don't think it would be smart for me to say what I am. But I'll just leave it at, I'm definitely not in middle school.
Lily Ma did really well.
That is, that's the most I can give it to you. I'm definitely not in kindergarten. Do what you will with that information. There we go. Also, wait, what was it? I know it's German, but what did kindergarten mean in German? I know kinder is like child, but what did garden mean? Is it that it's not school? What was it? It's because I know it's a funny translation. I just can't remember it though. Kinder, you know, let's look that up. Okay. Kinder. Oh. German to English. Oh, no, it's literally just a direct word. It's literally just a direct word. Yeah, okay, yeah, it is children. Okay, Garten did mean garden. Okay, yeah, I knew I wasn't crazy. Yeah, that was it. It's garden of children. That's funny. It's a lot more, looking up the explanation is a lot more wholesome. I was thinking child garden. Ooh, owie, that hurt a lot. How come America, you can leave school whenever you want, like 13 you can stop going to school? I don't think you can. I think at, Honestly, I really don't know. Because I remember hearing about that, but I think that's only for special, like, exceptions. Kind of like, I know, like, maybe it's the Amish that, like, you know, I might be completely wrong. But it's like, I think it's the Amish that they have a little bit of time where they go to, like, I guess, like, schools outside of, like, kind of their, like, area to experience, like, kind of, like, life like everybody else, but then they can choose whether they want to go to, like, live that life or live kind of like the Amish lifestyle. I know there are special exceptions. I know there's also, like, homeschooling. You can just, like, you can be homeschooled. But I don't know, because I don't know about the 13 thing, just because I know that there's, like, a law. Like, children are, like, legally required to go to school. So it's kind of like, that's why you get in trouble if you don't go to school. Not so much you get in trouble, but more so much like your parents would get in trouble if you don't go to school, because like they legally, like, you need to legally go to school, and if not, it's like considered like child neglect or something like that. So I'm not. Yeah, it depends on the state. That's why I would probably say is like it depends on the state. Some states are probably like 13, as long as you go until you're 13, you're fine. But then others are like, you got to go until you're like 55. But I know some schools. Oh wait, let me plug this person.
I am so pleased you survived.
Lily hangs her head, ashamed to look at you.
Forgive me, revered wizard. I thought turning you into the enemy was the only way to get a pass.
I'm gonna spinning.
I need
Yeah,
the
we
pass.
spin.
So my husband
You
can
stopped my
rejoin the
spinning. I'm
horses
not
at
gonna
the
help
front.
you now.
But the enemy is after him. Without Hinjin, the only
I
way
can
to get
do
a
it, even though
pass
you
is from
tricked me.
Ashikata himself. If you can
Like
forgive
Texas and
me,
Wyoming.
would
Probably,
you defeat
yeah, I
him
guess you
and
just have to
bring me
kind of
back
look
the pass?
at like the
My husband depends on it.
demographic. Like I'm sure like Wyoming, that's where like I honestly don't know anything about Wyoming. I was gonna say, oh, maybe like just kind of like that's more farmland, so maybe like there's not as much of a need for school. But in Texas, it's kind of like I honestly would not be able to tell you. It's pretty interesting to think about, though. I'm sure there's definitely a good reason why. Oh, there we go. We can teleport you. Oh, is that? Oh, I thought that was horror. No, I was gonna say I know, but in terms of like leaving school, I thought you meant like you can just leave in the middle of like the school day or something. Which I know some. I think that varies based off of like school, because like my school, like you can't like leave during the day. It's not. It was like my school. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out for lunch real quick and just like leave, then come back. That's how my school. That's how. Gearhead Destroyer. What? Wait, what is that? Gearhead Destroyer. I haven't seen that spell. Where? Oh, it's that. What? I haven't seen that spell before. I mean, I think I've seen this spell before, like in watching PvP people, but I haven't seen that spell. Also, I thought I saw someone. I saw someone just leave a message in chat. But yeah, no, that's how like my school is. But I know like other schools are like but I know other schools are like, oh yeah, you can just like go out for lunch, or like some people can't go out for lunch. I was gonna say, I think now my school allows you to go out.
Let me show you what pain truly is.
Or like bring in food into class, and it's like, I guess it's all varied based off of. It's all varied based off of school. What's up, Trey? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Right now we're talking about a very fun topic that everybody loves, school. But today, everybody has school off because it's a national holiday. So let's go. Dude, when I woke up, I was like, oh no. I woke up like probably like 1 or 2 p.m. or something like that. And I was like, oh, I'm screwed. I was like, and then I look and I'm like, oh wait, we don't have school today. There's nothing today. So all my classes, like, my classes, nope, nothing. I'll just put that there. Nice. I came back to Wizard a few days ago after not playing for 8 years. Dude, well, first, welcome back to the game, but also I'm kind of in the same vein as you. I guess technically, wow, that's weird. I came back to Wizards probably about a year ago by now. That's weird. It's been like okay, not a year, but like good like 9 or 10 months ago I started playing again. but it's been a while for me as well. Like, I haven't played this game in so long. But I mean, how are you liking it? I know recently, especially if you came back a few days ago, I know they changed a lot. When I came back, even like a couple months ago, there was already a lot of changes. But in that span of like the 9 or 10 months I've been playing, they've changed so much more. Like, they changed the arena, they changed a lot of the spells, they changed, like, they changed a lot of stuff. Back then, I don't remember that zone's consequence. But arena shocked me. Yeah, dude, well, I think the areas, oh wait, the zone's consequence. Okay, for some reason I, like, combined your two sentences together and thought you were saying the arena consequence. It's like, huh? No, but zones, I know up until, like, the 23rd they're free, but then they're going to go back to being paid. But they're thinking of even making the first arc free. The arena shocked you? Yeah, no, dude, I know. It's like, I miss the classic arena. The arena now looks really cool, but it's like, it's so different now. You used to take Diego and just go and fight. Yeah, it was so, don't get me wrong, the new one is better, right? There's just a lot more to it. But there was something, like, there's something nice. There's something, like, neat and orderly about the other one. You know what I mean? Just very nostalgic feeling. So I do miss the other one, but this one is very nice. What's another thing that's changed? Oh yeah, PvP itself actually changed. So along with the new arena, you can't do like level 1 PvP anymore. Like, you start PvP at 50. Oh, Ray, you're crazy. What's up, Ray? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, but you have to be level 50 to PvP, or level 40 to start PvPing. So I know they changed that. Kind of upset I forgot my logins started again. Loving the game for this, for some reason. Dude, it's so fun, especially coming back again after so long. I immediately started grinding it. What the goofy is this, bro? It's Wizards101. Come on, do you not see those amazing, very, like, clickbaity commercials from back in the day? Anyone remember those commercials? They're like, dude, those commercials are so cool. Like you see, like, you're picking the spell and the spell goes out and then whoosh and, like, giant dragon and mouse there's there, and it's like really cool and awesome looking. And then you play the game and it's nothing like that. The game is fun. I love the game, but dude, those commercials, they just straight up lied to you. But they were pretty cool commercials. I will give them that. I still love those commercials. I don't care how clickbaity they were. Those are some of the best commercials. I know they added an actual, like, they added a wand that was kind of like in the commercial where you'd pick the card and it'll go out. Like, they actually had that. Need to get a Headless Horseman as Death. Well, good luck. See you in October. I think they do I think in spring they bring back some Halloween stuff. But you have to open packs to get the Headless Horseman, so you have to pretty much wait until, like, maybe March or April before you'll be able to get that spell.
I feared you would not return after what I did.
Is that still as good as it was when I picked it up?
Thank you, revered wizard.
I
pray for your victory.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's still good. The PvP meta is, like, constantly shifting. I don't pay attention to it really that much. Oh, I already defeated... Really? Oh, nice. Oh, and we already talked to this person? I completely skipped their dialogue. I did not hear at all what they were saying. But I know the PvP meta is constantly shifting. And I really don't even keep up with it. I just pretty much watch, like... I just watch people play it, and I'm like, ah, yes, I know what's going on. I don't. Ooh, I don't want to join that battle. Is there... There we are. What realm are we in? We need to get in a more populated realm. We're in a completely full realm. But Death is still really fun. I know Death is a very fun school. I would actually want to kind of play Death again, because I do have a Death character. You've seen him on stream before. I haven't had to use him for a while. But he's just my highest level. I don't really quest on him anymore. I just, like, use him for his high energy. So he's, like, kind of like the farming and stuff character. But I mean, Death is still a really good school. I know they recently changed Deer Knight, and that got a lot of people upset. But no, I think it's still a good school. And PvP though, I mean, it's probably fine. Streamtron, what's up, Emmy? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, no, it's, dude, game's so much fun. Especially like getting to like the nostalgia of like playing Wizard City and Crocotopia and then getting to Mushu and stuff like that. Dude, it's so much fun. So I'm glad I'm not the only one revisiting it and being like, dang, it's fun. Honestly, they should just make the first arc free. They're already doing that temporarily. But I feel like with the numbers that they're seeing, there's no way they don't make it free. Because like, dude, so many people have been playing the game because it's free. And I mean, they already extended it once because I mean, Trey, you'll probably remember back in the day, especially 8 years ago. What was that? That was like oh, that was only 2015. Oh, that was 2015? 8 years ago was 2015? I thought it was like 2012. No, it's not 2015. Okay, wait. 2023. Yeah, no, it's 2015. Even if we just say, oh, 2022, that's still... Oh, I need to leave a marker here. I need a little bit of mana. I need a little bit of mana, please. 2015 seems too close. I know! I like your energy, man. Oh, thank you. Feel like I played before that. Yeah. Oh, dude, 2015 was not 8 years ago. That is... Nah, that's... I disagree with that. But let's just say 2022. 8 years ago. Yeah, it's 2014, but... Never mind. I was going to say back in, like, 2009, 2010, you could... I mean, probably up till 2012, you could only play Unicorn Way until... Like, you can only play Unicorn Way, and then you had to start paying. But I know they upped it to where you can play Unicorn Way and Triton Avenue, but then you have to pay for Cyclops Lane and Firecat Alley. So I know they changed that recently, like quotations recently, so probably like, you know, a long time ago. Oh my gosh, like probably like a decade ago they changed that. That's weird to say. But so they already extended it once. At this point, especially with a lot of like, you know, like older players wanting to come back, maybe not remembering login, but also newer players, like, dude, there's like 16, 17 worlds. Just make them free. Like, just, I feel like make the first arc free, people would be happy. Then, like, you know, they're able to be like, look at us, look at the awesome stuff that we did. Aren't we awesome and cool? And people will be like, yeah. So, I think it would make sense for them to do that. They need to advertise the game more, make Wizard City completely free, and maybe half Crocotopia free. Yeah, that's where, like, I think beyond just like whatever, like if they want to make the entire first arc free, or if even just the first world free, either way, they just need more advertising. The best thing to happen, one of the best things that happened in Wizard101 recently was it getting hacked. Was like when that dude hacked into the announcement system and started saying like, my name is Walter White, I live in blah 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 blah, right? That was some of the best things that could have happened to the game. Just because the amount of free advertising. I mean, you had like you had Critical talking about it. Like, so many people were talking about the game. It would not make any sense to not kind of like keep like pushing the game. I know in the UK they've been advertising more, but like, I mean, they're kind of weird. That's the reason you came back. Yeah, no, see, exactly, right? But I know in the UK they're doing advertising, but it's kind of a bit like they're a bit weird in the advertisements. It's not it's not bad advertisements, but it's like they need a good marketer. Like, they need somebody who knows marketing, and is like able to relate to the hip kids and stuff, and really like consult with them, and like see if there's a way, like YouTubers. Yeah, exactly. Like having YouTubers and working with them, like as a way to like, you know, it's a bit hard because like Wizard YouTube, like I guess they call it WizTube, but YouTubers who play Wizards101, usually their audience are people who play Wizards101. Like, good 95% plays, 5% getting into, you know what I mean? 95% has played or is playing, and then 5% new to it, you know? So it's like, you know, consulting with them it's definitely better than nothing, because you know, like they know what works, they know how to like get an audience, so on and so forth. But I feel like consulting with other like YouTubers, kind of like doing like paid streams and stuff like that. I remember XQC randomly hopped in one day, like kind of do like paid streams of just playing through like Wizard City or something like that, right? Just even if like because I remember when XQC played, a bunch of people hopped on. I mean, they were kind of ragging on the game, and like he only played like Unicorn Way before he's like, oh, this stinks. So it's like, you know, not really a good example there, but even still, even with that little bit of publicity that I gave the game, it had like 69,000 viewers on Twitch. And that's probably 69,000 viewers that either has heard of Wizards101, hasn't played Wizards101, or maybe has played but hasn't played recently, so on and so forth. Like, you know, it still reached a wide audience. And even though, you know, he only played it for a little bit, I think he only played it for about like 30 or so minutes. He only played it for a little bit, kind of like trashed on the game a little bit, or maybe not even trashed on it. Maybe he was just like, oh, you know, I'm kind of bored or something like that. I don't remember. I watched the stream because I was like, oh wow, this is crazy. But even though, like, despite all that, there were still a ton of people watching his stream that probably heard of it and got interested in it and started playing it because of that stream. Doing stuff like that, like, they gotta find a better way to market. Same thing with, like, TikTok. I know they've been trying to reach into TikTok recently, but, like, they just gotta get a good marketing strategy down.
You found the Earth Spirits? And did you
Yes.
lay them to rest?
I killed them.
Thank you for doing so. It was a kindness.
Yeah, that's a funny way to
We
say
must
killing
have
them.
angered the Earth Spirits. If others were
What
to
do we
hear
have to
about
do?
my mother...
Oh, we have to fight more Earth Spirits. Like, oh, thank you for killing those Earth Spirits. Kill more of them. Actually, I want to know what his explanation was for killing them.
My mother once served
She told
at a
me that she
nearby
took
temple.
soil and
She
learned.
told me, could you go back into the forest and take the soil from the Earth Spirits?
Oh.
No one would question your reasons for doing so.
Guys, there we go. Also, the game is not as kiddish as they should make it seem. Most of their money comes from older players. Yeah, no, exactly. Hello, what's up, Weast? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, no, exactly. And I think that's another aspect, is that they're still trying to cash in ways that doesn't work anymore. Like, I know a lot of people say, like, a biggest... I'm fleeing. I really do not care. I'm fleeing. That was garbage. What was that? You were walking there! Like, you were walking to the left! Why did you suddenly be like, no, we must go over here? But no, that's the thing, is that, like, I know some people, have been, when talking about the first arc, they're like, you know, subscription-based services don't work anymore, like, models for games don't work as well anymore, so on and so forth. I think it can work, and I think Wizards has found a way to make it work, like with the loyalty store and stuff like that, but I definitely do agree that they gotta kind of change up their model slightly. How is kind of up to them, but I think they should also add a hard mode, because I feel like there's a lot of games that, I'm sorry, I got so sidetracked. I feel like there's a lot of people who've played this game that are able to blow through it. Like me, for example, right? I'm level 39, about to be level 40. In Mushu, you're supposed to be level 35, going to 40. Like, you're supposed to end Mushu at, like, around level 40, and hit Dragonspire at, like, level 45, about to be level 50, right? That's how it's supposed to be. But I'm already so over-leveled because I do all the quests. The game was designed in a way to pretty much where, like, as long as you do the main quest, you will always be just strong enough for the next world. So that's how they designed all the XP. It's like, if you only do the main storyline quest, then by the time you get to Dragonspire, you will be just leveled enough to where you can fight them, and it will be challenging because, you know, you're under-leveled, but not under-leveled to where, like, you just can't win. So that's that's how they designed the game. Well, not everyone's going to just only play the storyline, especially, like, so I'm going to play all the quests I can. So adding in a hard mode to give those players a challenge So it's like, even if you do all the quests, you're still gonna have a tough time at beating the final people. Like, bro, bring back OG Malastare. Bring back 100k health Malastare. Also, then they nerfed, exactly, that's exactly what I was saying, Trey. You and me thinking alike. Malastare got nerfed from 100k to 10k. Yeah, no, he had 100k health back in the day. And if you healed, he would heal. He would be like, oh, you're healing? Okay, cool, Scarecrow. Yes, I always wanted a hard mode. Exactly, dude. Like, a hard mode would be awesome. Like, you know what they could do? They don't even have to do anything... And they don't even have to do anything stupid, because here's the difficult part. With hard modes come in artificial difficulty. And this is something I'm passionate about. I hate artificial difficulty. It is the biggest load of just garbage. Because... like, what artificial difficulty does is they're like, how do we make this game more difficult? An artificially difficult game does that by making it more grindy. So, instead of having to defeat 3 of these guys to complete a quest... You guys hear that? Do you mind? Instead of having to fight 3 of these guys to complete the quest, I have to fight 8 of them! That's not fun! You know, like, that's not difficult, that's just tedious. It's like, yeah, it's more difficult in the sense I have to fight more people, but it's not more fun. It's just difficult through grinding, you know? That's what artificial difficulty is. It's just simply making things more difficult, not by making it more of a challenge, but by making it more tedious. I loathe that garbage. Because it ruins games. It makes games so unfun and not be able to play. So what Wizards can do, like, Wizard is in a really great place where if they want to make a hard mode, they just have to tweak a couple things. And I'll get to those in a second. Let me read your comments. It was way too easy to get Celestia. It was honestly sad how fast it was. Yeah, if you can blow through it honestly pretty quickly. The game should not be soloable. I know later in the worlds, I'm talking like world number 12, 13, like I know later it does become almost impossible to do solo. Like I think Nova's the most recent world. It takes like 10 or 20 minutes to, oh, are you kidding me? They're still alive? It takes like 10 or 20 minutes to do, like to fight the final boss. And that's with 4 people. It's very difficult. I know they do get more difficult arc 3 than soloable. Yeah, it's like I know they get more difficult, but I'm talking like the first couple worlds. Like obviously the most recent worlds, like because the thing about it though is arc 3 difficult because it's an actual difficult world, or because the power creep has gotten so high that they've had to do that. Because you look at the gear for like level 160 and you're like, dude, this just solos everything in this, like, obviously, the higher level you get, the, like, easier it is. Like, if I went back to Crocotopia, I could probably blow through it pretty easily. But, I feel like the power creep has gotten to the point where, like, you're almost too powerful. So, because of that, they've had to make those, like, Arc 3's worlds harder in order to kind of counteract that, like, being able to solo everything type thing. I think hard mode, instead of making harder mobs for all the worlds, you just get an XP debuff and a stat debuff, but maybe some sort of cross-character currency as reward. Honestly, I think that's a good point. I think lowering maybe the XP, is definitely a big one. Stats, I would say, like, debatable. We would have to get into real specifics, because like I can't, because that's a good idea, but it can also be a horrible idea. So just assuming that like it's done in a very balanced and fair way, then yeah, a stat debuff can be good. But honestly, you know what would make it difficult and just start off with that? Adding crit sooner. Adding crit to Wizard City immediately makes it a lot more difficult. Increasing the health of mobs as well, as tedious as it might be, leave all the quests the same. Do not be like, oh, you need to fight 4 of these guys, you need to fight 10 of these guys. Don't do that. Instead, buff up the mobs you're fighting. when I go to Nightside, or not Nightside, when I go to like the haunted cave to fight the pumpkin scarecrows, they should be a challenge because like they're kind of the final. That's kind of the final area before you beat Wizard City. They have to be stronger than the bosses in Cyclops Lane or Firecut Alley. You know what I mean? Buff up the mobs and give them the ability to crit. I think that will make it significantly harder in a very fun way. Adding crit early on into the game for both you and mobs will just, it gives that sense of RNG and that random chance where it can be very awesome or very horrible. But yeah, I think overall making like definitely getting an XP debuff, like lowering the amount of XP, maybe lowering, I don't know, actually if they lower stats, then don't buff the mobs. Keep the stats the same, but buff some of the mobs not in tedious ways. I'm not saying give them a million more health, but have the spells they have be like, give them better spells, so on and so forth, like kind of like, you know what I mean? So kind of buff up the mobs, and I think you kind of got a fun hard mode there.
You brought the soil. Now we will see how much I remember of what my mother taught me.
Okay, let's see.
Shai Feng speaks a word.
I think a challenge area for each world would definitely make the game harder. Increase spell list for NPCs, yeah. Or even introduce spell elements for NPC spells earlier. Yeah, give the mobs steroids.
You have your magic.
Honestly, all those are great suggestions, and very much including Lemon Shark's suggestions with the steroids. No, like, see, that's like, that would give it a fun challenge. Like, I don't want it to be difficult or impossible or miserable to play through. I just want it to be a little bit more difficult, you know? Like, I don't want to have to be, like, doing, like, a Malastare fight for every final boss world or something like that. Like, but even Malastare, bring OG Malastare back for something at least. I don't care if during the hard mode they make it. You know what? I think I heard somebody say this before. Or maybe I read it from somewhere. I don't know. But somebody said that they should do a thing where, like, cuz OG Wizards was way harder than it is now. Partially because of the gear and the Crowns gear and stuff like that. Like, I can show you some old Crowns gear that I have, and I'm looking at, like, this is level 45 Crown gear. And it is almost garbage compared to what I'm wearing now. Or, like, it is complete trash compared to, like, the Crowns gear from the Novus stuff at level 40. Or even level 30 gear. It's like, no, I mean, okay, maybe I'm being a bit harsh. I really do love that gear, and it's very sentimental, and I really love that gear, and it's not trash. It is very awesome gear. But still, like, there is a big difference between that gear that was level 45 gear compared to level 30 Crowns gear, and it's a huge difference. So back in the day, Wizards was definitely way strong, like way harder. And I think what would be kind of cool is if during the hard mode, they didn't make things difficult, or they didn't just add difficulty. They just simply reverted some of those changes, like the Malastare change. Have the hard mode of Wizards be that fight with the OG fight with Malastare. You know what I mean? Like, doing stuff like that will not only, you know, make the games difficult, but also kind of, like, still hold on to, like, those old, like, nostalgic feeling, kind of that old version of Wizards, to show that, like, hey, there is that appreciation for what came before and how the game used to be. Even though we're striving forward and we're pushing forward to, like, new content, new and better things, there's still that appreciation for how things were. You know what I mean? I think that would be something that a lot of people would enjoy. But even if they made the hard mode separate, they made, like, a hard mode, they just simply buffed up the mobs, you know, they decreased XP, so on and so forth. I think just bringing back those older bosses like the OG Malastare fight in some way as just a fun little, like, dungeon or something, that would be awesome. World bosses do not need to be soloable, to be honest. Honestly, yeah. I had zero trouble against Plagoni or Meow-Yardi. I remember that Meow-Yardi had less HP than the optional boss in Big Ben. Yeah, no, exactly. I remember that. Like, I think I remember during that stream, I fought him, and I'm like, dude, this guy was easier than the other boss that we fought. It was the milk guy. I forgot his name, but he was significantly easier. Yeah, no, I forgot about that. That's so funny you bring that up. And, but another thing too is that like, another thing is everyone dogs on me. A lot of people who come into the stream, a lot of my viewers, my audience, as much as I love them, they always come in here and they make fun of me. They're like, why do you have 1,000,000 cards in your deck? Why not just have like 5 spells in your deck? You know, like have your Tempest, have Blades, and just do that. Like, why not just have 2 decks? A boss deck and a mob deck. And that is a very fair question. I don't do that because I like my deck. I like having a big deck full of stuff, and so on and so forth. It makes it fun. And this is just how I used to play. But beyond that, I think that almost makes it unfun, because you're almost having like, if the game is designed to where you are supposed to have 2 decks, one just to like blow off a bunch of mobs, and the other one to go against bosses. It's fun, but I feel like there's a little bit of like about it. It's like it makes it feel tedious. Having to
Thank you for clearing my mind.
I don't know, I might be talking out my butt right now, but having to have a deck just to clear out like little mobs, that makes it feel like those mobs are like tedious and that you shouldn't have to fight them to begin with. So honestly, like, I completely lost my train of thought. What I'm trying to say is that I think just a little difficulty spike with the mobs would make it fun. Like, having to have an entire deck to face like the mobs, I think that would make it fun. Not, obviously, you know, as I'm saying, not have it to where like, you know, every mob is like fighting a boss, but like, to fight these guys, I need to fully utilize my blades and my traps, and even my my windstorm to defeat them with my Tempest. Not just a blade and 2 or 3 rounds before I beat them. You know what I mean? Like, because that's how people probably just have 1 blade and like 2 Tempests in their deck as a storm. I don't want to do that. That's not fun. Like, I like putting the challenge on me, but it's also like, if they made a hard mode, make it to where you justify, hey, you can't just have a blade and a Tempest. You need to have blades, traps, and a windstorm to like be able to beat them. Not gonna lie, I used to dog on your big deck, but now that I have spellments, it's actually better to have a bunch of different spells. Exactly. See, exactly. It is better to have a bunch of different spells, because guess what? Oh no, if Tempest doesn't kill him, I can just hit him with Wild Bolt real quick. Or, oh hey, this dude has a minus 50% on him, and Tempest isn't gonna kill him. Okay, well, I have enough pips to hit Kraken and Stormzilla on him. You know what I mean? I use the same deck for the mobs and bosses, but I switched out some cards for typing reasons. Wait, what do you mean typing? Oh, typing as in like matchups. Yeah, like schools. Okay, I got you. Yeah, no, I think big deck is superior. People who play with small deck and then boss deck, they are unfun. They're like, I just want to grind through this game. Like, no, stop trying to mid-max Wizard101. It's a freaking MMO. It's going to take you 20 years to get to the end, like it should.
Looks like whatever bewitched the spirits will pass now, thanks to you.
I don't know why you're packing Wild Bolt, though. Kind of weird. Dude. Okay. I was about to end the Wizard's rank. But that's another thing. Can they please, please, I don't care, just like, I don't care how long it takes. Can they please just separate PvP and PvE spells? Because they nerfed Wild Bolt. I remember when they nerfed it. They nerfed Wild Bolt because it was too OP in PvP. And you know what? That's fair. Because you can adjust your accuracy to be 100% accurate, being able to hit 1,000 damage for 2 pips, yeah, kinda busted, right? But here's a better idea. Instead of nerfing Wild Bolt because it's too OP in PvP, why not just make an entirely separate PvP deck So you can, so the PvE versions of these spells stay the same. Like, you don't have to change a spell because it's broken in PvP, because then it screws in PvE. Like, Troll used to summon a minion. Well, that makes sense because, like, you know, Myth summons minions, so Troll summoning a minion after hitting, that makes sense. But in PvP, it was so OP, so that they changed the Troll. Why not just make it to where the PvE one does summon a minion, while the PvP one doesn't do that? You know what I mean? Like, separate them so you don't have to make changes in PvE for the sake of PvP. I think that would make a lot, I think it would make the community a lot less, like angry at each other. Of like, oh, well, PvP ruins it, well, PvE, blah, 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 you know what I mean? Discord Twan win. Soon. I've been working on the shorts and other stuff like that. They should advertise the game, make it harder, make it team-based, like a clan of 10 people, I don't know. But have a team... but when they have a team, they should do better. They see, and that's the other thing, is I hope they do more with the guilds, because they added guilds, but right now you can only be in a guild if... You can only start a guild if you're level 150. You can only start a guild if you're level 150 and have like 12 friends online. Yeah, I'm not anywhere close to having either of those two things. Even if I did have the 12 friends, it's like, cool, I can't have a guild because I'm not max level, or like, you know, what was max level. And the only things you can do in a guild is do the raids, which, I mean, is fun, don't get me wrong, they seem like a lot of fun, and I'd love to do raids when I can. But for what I want to play and just how I play, the raids, I'm like, yeah, they're cool, but I just want like a little wizard community, a little like wizard guild of just people who can like do stuff other than like do a raid and build a little house, you know. So I think, and they definitely, there's no way they're not working for more stuff on guilds. Guilds is a huge addition to the game. So I know for sure they're definitely going to add more stuff to guilds. We need smaller guilds. Nobody who plays the Wiz has friends. Exactly, yeah. I think there should be two things. Or, dude, how about this? How about instead of just having one giant guild, what if you have a couple, like, you can have smaller guilds, but those guilds can team up for a raid? That would also be pretty fun. You know, like, there's a bunch of things they can do, and I'm sure they are working on it. Guilds is a relatively new feature. And raids just got fixed because they were like busted for a little bit, but they just fixed the raids recently, probably a couple months ago. But still, like, you know, they're definitely adding more stuff to guilds. But I really hope that they change the PvP and PvE decks, or ban cards in competition. I know they do ban cards, but that's what's also annoying. That's like, you can't. How are you supposed to train for PvP if you can't use certain spells? You know. We just need to turn Wiz into Fairy Tale and people will love it. How do I tell, guys, how do I tell Wiz that I hate Fairy Tale? How do I say that Fairy Tale sucks? I kid. How dare. Pretty easily. Oh no, I couldn't get in Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale is just like, ah yes, the power of friendship. Oh, this character dies, but it's okay, because 2 episodes later, they're alive again.
You are so revered. Our job here is...
I'm kidding! I'm not, but I'm kidding!
We have stopped the supplies for now, but even if Warlord Katsumori has gone mad, he is no fool. His quartermaster will find a new way to send supplies. Finish the job, revered wizard.
Finish the just kill him.
And cut supplies to this outpost for good.
Okay. Where do I go? Not there. Okay, or hear me out. They listen to community more. Now, honestly, okay, this might sound a little controversial. I think listening to a community of a game is very much a double-edged sword, because I think a good majority of the time, the community doesn't know what they want. Now, that might sound stupid, but I think there are many cases where the community doesn't know what it actually wants. And, like, you can, like, so I think solely listening to the community isn't a good way to keep a game up, because the community is also going to like just be like, well, give us free stuff, you know what I mean? It's like, so listening solely to a community isn't always going to be the best way to go about balancing and fixing a game. But I will say this.
From the looks of you, you must have caught
I will
my
say
men
this.
by surprise. Not me.
If they're not going to listen or at least implement the changes that the community wants to see, they should explain why. Because, you know, as the developers, they're going to have more numbers. They're going to have a lot more, like, numbers and data behind the decisions they make. So a lot of their decisions are going to be based off of data. Some of that might not make sense. Some of that data might be skewed. Some of them might just be stupid decisions to begin with. But that is the sole purpose, is that they base it off data. Community is mainly based off of feeling. So there needs to be a balance between listening to community and listening to the data. Because just because the data says something doesn't mean that everybody, or doesn't mean that like it's a good decision, you know? The data might say, oh, well, more people bought subscriptions to during Wizard City. Like, more people bought subscriptions to play Wizard City. Therefore, you should keep Wizard City locked behind the paywall. It's like, well, the data says that because you can only have a membership to play Wizard City. So, of course, people are going to buy it. So, it's like, that's where there needs to be a balance of listening to the community and looking at data. Solely listening to a community, not the best idea. I know that's not what you're saying. But like I said, so there needs to be a balance. But beyond that, what they really need to do is talk to the community and communicate with the community more. Because if the community is like, make the first arc free, but the data behind it says making the first arc free could possibly ruin and like make the game, like, lose the game a ton of money, then they should be like, hey, we hear you about the first arc. There are some reasons that we cannot implement a full first arc being free, though we would like to get there at some point in the future. Right now, based on our revenue model and based on the revenue we receive, we feel as if it is not a financial, we feel it's not a financial burden we can keep up with, or something like that, where you're basically saying, hey, we hear you, great idea, we would love to work towards that, but we can't right now. I think them doing that would immediately make a lot more people happy, because then they know that they're at least listening, even if they're not implementing changes, you know what I mean? I don't know, I've never watched JoJo either. I failed to watch Bleach 3. I failed 3 times to watch Bleach all the way through. What you mean all the way through? Hear out the problems and make reasonable changes. We're not asking for much. No, I agree. It's why you make reasonable changes, not do what they want. Why is that guy 1k HP? I've had harder people with my new account Wizard City. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen this number go up and down for some reason. Every boss is came back as a hacker, but if I had to pay instantly for Wizard City, I would have stopped instantly. Yeah, no, they were smart to keep Wizard City free, or to to make the to give everybody, because at that time they didn't make the first arc free. They gave everybody membership. It was smart of them to give everybody membership to capitalize people coming back and taking interest in the game. So they know that giving people the first couple worlds free is a good idea. I don't mind paying for Grizzlyheim now after I'm hooked again. Yeah, see, it's like the optional worlds, keep them optional, but but the first arc, nah, just make it free. Yeah, no, so that's like kind of my 2 cents on it. But no, back to what you were saying, Weast, about like not getting able to get through Bleach. What do you mean by getting through all of Bleach? Like, do you just mean like through the first couple episodes, or like the entire series? Because yeah, if you try to get through the entire series like multiple times, and yeah, because that's like 366 episodes. You know what I mean? Alright, we gotta talk to this guy. Oh, we're so close to leveling up. Oh, dude, we're right there. We're 3,000 XP away.
The quartermaster?
Yes, I did.
Then no more supplies will make it to this outpost. You made sure of that. If you can fight, so can I. I've decided to stay longer to help defeat Warlord Katsumori. Tell Sanasai your job is done. I hope you will discover why Warlord Katsumori started this war.
Nice, we're about to level up. We're about to level up, guys. We're about to level up. Let's go, level 40, level 40.
Amazing.
Oh, I meant to check my
I
stats
don't know
real
whether
quick.
to thank you more for cutting the enemy supply lines or for convincing Shai Feng to fight on. I am in your debt either way.
I'm glad
I
to have
hope I
gotten
am
your
right in
2000
thinking
XP.
that with the supply. But what about the spy Kama mentioned? We will need a large
For
distraction.
the towers, okay.
If you go to
Woo,
the scout
we
towers
leveled
and
up,
set
let's
fire to
go!
them, I can focus on finding this spy.
Let's go. Tactical map. Aw, that is awesome.
Wizard, I've been told to summon you to Wolfminster Abbey. Post
Ah.
haste. The state of the monarchy depends on it.
Oh, young wizard.
Oh,
there is
Grizzleheim, we can
news
go back
from
to Grizzleheim.
Please visit
Oh,
my
we gotta
office
wait
as
to get to
soon as you can.
Grizzleheim. I need to defeat Plagoni first. Okay, we defeat Plagoni and then we go to Grizzleheim. That's gonna be our. I forgot about Grizzleheim. But yeah, we hit level 40. Are you still here? We can finally open those packs. We can finally open the packs that you got me like so long ago. Oh, that is awesome. Level 40. Alright, so we need to go. We need to go. To Marleybone and Ambrose. So after I do this quest, I'm gonna go to Marleybone and then probably go talk to Ambrose afterwards. Actually, wait. Oh, I can teleport right to Wizard City. Interesting. I forgot about that. Huh. Yeah, so you know what? We'll go, Alright, oh no, it's probably hasn't been 5 minutes yet. Nope. Yeah, I'll just grab it. We're so close to our new pet, too. Childhood anime DBZ is the best. I could not get into Dragon Ball. I couldn't get into it when I was younger. I was a Bleach Naruto kid. Yeah, no, when I was little, I mainly watched Naruto and Bleach. I didn't really see One Piece. And then Dragon Ball, I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. I can't explain why, but, and now especially, with a lot of the fans, I know I've probably talked about it a couple times, but dude, Dragon Ball fans can just be a little bit overwhelming I'll just leave it at overwhelming at times. Where I'm like, wow, this character's really cool. It's like, can they beat Goku? It's like, okay. I don't want to watch your show if that's everything that, like, if that's what you're going to comment on, literally everything, you know what I mean? Favorite anime of all time is Death Note. Dude, I only watched Death Note probably more recently, probably like a year or so ago. Not because, I knew Death Note was really good, and that's why it took me so long to watch it. It's like, I knew it was really good. I knew if I watched it, I would love it, and I watched it and I loved it, you know? So it's like, it only was recently when I watched Death Note, but there's a bunch of animes like that where I haven't seen them because I know they're really good, I know I'm gonna like them, but so I'll just get to them at some other point, you know what I mean? Let's teleport to Wizard City. This is pretty cool. Oh, that is actually really cool. I think you have to defeat the boss to, like, the boss of the city to do that, so I defeat Nightshade, I got it from him. That's pretty cool. Might be worth doing that then. But so it took me a while just because I'm like, you know, I know I'll enjoy it, so I'm not gonna. So like, I'll just watch it later. But when I did watch it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really good. For me, my favorite anime is still. It's hard, but I would say Devilman Crybaby is still like a really. Is still a contender for my favorite anime.
Thank you for coming, young
Still a
wizard.
very strong contender.
Your ally in Grizzleheim sent a message that your presence is wanted. I don't
yes.
think I've ever seen a single student receive so much attention from another world.
Good attention,
You've
I hope.
proven to be an excellent ambassador to
Ah, yes,
and
I knew
pleased
it
my
was
instinct
good.
certainly
I
will
knew
in
that.
selecting you. And now to Grizzleheim.
Okay. Nah. I don't feel like it. I'm not gonna go to Grizzleheim yet. Oh, wait, I gotta talk to the dude tomorrow. Yeah, same for me. I haven't watched Full Metal. I'm not going to watch Full Metal. Out of principle, I'm not watching that show. I will not touch it. I hate that show. I don't like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I think it's bad. I will never watch it nor give it a chance. And that is solely because of the fans. I'm not about to get into that, but I dislike the fans of that show so much that I'm not watching it. I'm not even giving it a chance. I will blindly hate on it. I will hate on it for no good reason other than to hate on it because of those fans.
Wizard, Sherlock
You've been delaying Double Man for so long, dude. It's 10 episodes. You gotta watch it. It is genuinely, really, really good. We gotta talk to him. Okay, so cool. We did all that. Now let's get back to the quest we were doing. Same. Yeah. No, it's like, dude, the fans are just so toxic. And I hate being like, oh, they're toxic. Like, I hate when people are like, hey, you toxic. It's like, shut up. You know, it's like, but it's not even toxic. The fans are just so obnoxious that I'm like, I cannot in good faith enjoy this show. Like, it has been ruined for me. It's like, oh, you know, don't let the fandom ruin a good show. No, it goes beyond it now, you know? It's like, because there is no way the show is so good that people are willing to go as far as they have to defend it, you know?
I see the flames already.
That's cap.
You have done
Full
well,
cap.
Wizard. It is hard to believe that this war began when His Imperial Majesty refused Warlord. I have discovered Gamma's spy. He's no spy at all, but the leader of this enemy outpost. He hides within the old dojo. My men need to prepare for battle.
I'll go beat him up.
I
can't
have a
beat him up.
plan,
Yeah, I gotta fight.
but first, I must ask you to combat Ronin until you find the one with the key to the old dojo.
Okay. I guess I can do that. Oh, there we go. Are these the guys I have to fight? Okay, yeah, good. Can't have any other favorite anime around them. No, literally. It's like, wow, wow, this anime is really good. I want to give it, a 10 out of 10 because I think it's really good. Immediately gets, downvoted with 1 out of 10s just because, no, you're going to beat Full Metal Alchemist. There's no other anime other than Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Please watch other shows. Please tell me you've seen at least 3 other anime besides Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That isn't Sword Art Online and any other popular anime. Nah, Full Metal Alchemist fans be like, dude, Full Metal Alchemist is like the greatest show ever. The only shows they've seen is like Naruto, Sword Art Online, and Full Metal Alchemist. Like, yeah, no, of course you're gonna think it's the best one. Because you've only seen like 3 shows. But in that same vein, I also hate people that are like, oh my gosh, why'd I summon a minion? That was such a waste of my pips, dude. I didn't want to summon that minion. But on the other hand, I do hate anime fans. I can't stand anime fans that are like, what? You haven't seen this anime about, there we go. It's like, what? You haven't seen this anime about, that time I got turned into a frog while living in the world of wizards and, jumping onto the princess when she was very angry and turned into a monster? You haven't seen that show? Dude, you haven't seen real shows before. Or it's like some random, dude, you haven't heard of Shit Piss Cum Fart in 3D? The most traumatic, oh my gosh, 250% on? He's lame. Like, dude, most traumatic slice of life show. It's like, no, I don't give a shit. I don't want to watch that. But dude, you're missing out on this, on the 90s style aesthetic of this one slice of life show that is basically about a girl who kills her father, but she didn't actually kill her father. She was just simply traumatized by her father, and she was traumatized because the father left to go get milk, and then he never came back. It's like, I do not care. I don't care. That doesn't sound interesting. And when people are like, oh, you have to watch that anime, or you're not a real anime fan, it's like, shut up. It's like, I've watched some of the most normie anime, but I've also watched some of the most weird, some of the most out there anime. I'm this perfect balance of normie and weird. You know what I mean? Here, let me look at my list of stuff I've watched. I can't pull it up. My Wizards is blocking it. But I think as long as if you don't, I'll make a little kind of underline. If you want to judge other anime, you have to see a lot of anime. But if you want to enjoy anime, you don't have to watch a bunch of anime. You know what I mean? Like, it's not wrong of you to think, oh my gosh, Naruto is the best anime I've ever seen, if you've only seen 3 or 4 shows. That's not an issue. It's like, dude, like, you shouldn't be like, oh my gosh, well, you haven't seen this one's, like, this one, freaking, I can't even think of it. Like, they're so ridiculous, I can't even think of, like, something to make fun of them. Like, because no matter what I say, like, somehow they're even more ridiculous. But it's like, you don't have to watch some random harem anime about, like, the world ending if the dude doesn't kiss every girl in the world. You don't have to watch that to be able to be like, hey, I actually really enjoy Naruto. But if you want to judge anime, if you want to be like, hey, I think this anime is objectively one of the greatest animes created and is better than X, Y, and Z, then yeah, you're gonna probably have to watch a bunch of other anime for your opinion to really have any weight to it. Because if you've only seen 4 shows and you're trying to be the end-all be-all opinion and review of anime, your opinion isn't going to mean much because you haven't experienced much. But if you've only seen 3 or 4 shows and you're like, hey, I really love Bleach, it's my favorite series, who's gonna fault you for, like, no one should be like, oh, you haven't seen Bokuben or something like that. It's like, dude, come on.
You have the key. This plan may well.
Get over it.
Make your way
There
to
we
the
go.
old dojo and defeat Maito. My men
All right,
will
I think
distract the
we're
bulk of
actually
his
done with
forces
this area,
while
and we
you
hit level
attack.
40. Priest. Honestly, I might start streaming more at around this time. Because I know yesterday I streamed pretty late. So I don't like streaming, like, way later like that. But, I don't know, I might do another stream today, who knows. I just need to work on some stuff.
In what world do you think you
Work
can
on the
take
next
me on?
YouTube shorts,
Not
work
this
on
one,
a script. Probably stuff like that, you know. Yeah, I need to get a script for my next video going. I was doing some of the research today, and I just fell into a rabbit hole. Streams like this are good. I'm gonna drop a sub. Thank you, thank you. Well, I'm glad you've been here. It's been a lot of fun chatting with you. Found a lot of fun, and thank you for subscribing. Ah, shoot! I didn't check. Dang it! I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. Why didn't I look? I meant to request a review. YouTube usually demonetizes my streams like the second they start. Oh shoot. Did I just clear? I just cleared out my prism too. Oh, this isn't good. Okay. I just cleared my prism. Oh nice, I got another one. Okay. Well. Crisis averted. Request a review. Yeah, when you get demonetized, you have to like just send, like request a, like YouTube to review it and stuff like that. I don't know why they limit my streams for some reason. I really like all my streams are monetized. They're all fine and dandy. Like YouTube's like, yep, they're monetized. But when I start the live stream, before I review it, they're like, no, we haven't. Oh, why do you put that on you? Please, I need a fizzle. I need a fizzle. I need a fizzle. Please tell me there's like a fizzle. There needs to be like a fizzle button. Just like, I need to fizzle. But yeah, no, when it gets demonetized, you can request a review for them to look at it and be like, yeah, no, it's fine. Fizzle, fizzle, fizzle. Ah, of course I don't fizzle. I never fizzle when I need to. Yeah, minus 80%. That's cool. 1,078. Alright, at least I got that on me. My toe. He stubbed his toe. Alright, well, probably get rid of Humongo Frog. Get... I need both my myth traps. You know what? Maybe I'll put myth blades for whenever I need to like Minotaur and stuff like that. That might be a good way around it. Let's go ahead and put that on him. Why not? Alright. I don't think I can kill him with that 1,000, even if I hit a max bolt. But I guess no hurt in trying. While your channel gets some nice views, thank you. I don't know what happened to the other 2 videos. The one before Velma, like the FNAF and the Chainsaw Man video, and then my Bleach video got removed, which isn't nice. That was messed up. Like I'm gonna have to wait till like Wednesday to figure out what's gonna happen, because they said, oh, it takes like 10 business days. Like they said 10 US business days in order for them to like figure out what's going to happen to the video. And that was all the way back in like December 18th. It is January 16th currently. I think it's been more than 10 business days, but I'm excluding everything that possibly could have happened. So like I'm excluding the week of of Christmas and the week of New Year's and it's been so many weeks. But that Bleach video had 70k views and I was so happy with it. It was a video supposed to mark the return of Bleach, and they removed it. And I don't know what I can do to get it back. I'm trying to figure it out. I've just been like kind of sitting there like twiddling my thumbs, hoping for it. 1 million on the video, nice man. Thank you. Yeah, no, I need to make a post about that. The Kirita Yoshikage video hit 1 million views just recently too. Make sure you make the most out of the videos like that, and plug your other socials in case you lose one. Yeah, no, it's funny because a lot of the it's kind of like I'm evolving more and more. Like I literally just made a TikTok yesterday to upload, I upload on YouTube Shorts, and now I'm going to upload the stuff on TikTok as well. So I'm kind of slowly evolving as I get into the stuff, you know what I mean? I only just started shouting out that I do live streams on this channel and Twitch in my videos more recently, you know? So it's I'm slowly getting there.
Sanasai smiles broadly at you.
A great your help.
I did not mean to skip all that dialogue.
This outpost. You will be able to face Warlord Katsumori soon. My brother Gamma must accept this victory. You did not know. It does not surprise me Gamma never claimed me as his brother. Perhaps he will now. We will take care of the rest of the forces here.
That's sad.
Return to
I hope he thinks you as a brother. Do you stream Wizard101 much? Yeah, no, I mean, we're on 44. This is episode 44 of it. So we've been streaming it quite a bit, but I have been trying to stream some Overwatch. I kind of maybe might stream Overwatch a little later tonight. I was angry last night. I was an angry little elf. That's why I saw you on my TikTok For You page. Really? Well, make sure you leave a like on the TikTok video. Again, that's really cool, though.
I guided you to victory. You have shown me that I should have greater faith in my little brother. Thank you for opening my eyes.
Yeah, you're welcome, Gamma.
Your work with my younger brother has pushed the enemy back. Now is your chance to fulfill your destiny and return the sword. Speak with Hoi Mang at the front in the Crimson Fields. He leads our troops against Warlord Katsumori and will know the best way to
Are we about to go into a dungeon? What time do you usually stream? I don't know. I need to get a stream schedule going. I'm right now I've been trying to build a schedule. Things have been a little chaotic. But I've been trying to get a schedule going. Usually I start streaming in about 4 hours. But I want to start streaming earlier because, you know, just usually most of my audience is asleep whenever I start streaming in 4 hours, so I kind of would rather stream when more people are awake. So I might have to start waking up early so I can start doing that. I don't know. I gotta kind of figure that out, but whenever I do, I'll probably start posting in the community tab my stream times and stuff like that. If you want my advice, it seems most reviews from anime, so maybe keep the anime and stream wizards on another channel, maybe Twitch. or something to keep your channel alive. Yeah, that's like, I used to stream on my second channel, but I was like, I was like, you know what, my audience is on this channel, I'll just stream to this channel, because I do kind of talk about anime, like during streams and stuff like that. I might upload like more whenever I get a better like kind of handle on a schedule and stuff like that. I might start cutting down videos or cutting down streams and start like kind of uploading them to the second channel as a gaming channel. But until that happens, for now I'm just gonna continue streaming on my main channel, and then like, you know, maybe move back over to the second channel. I dual stream both on YouTube and Twitch, so I'm actually live on Twitch right now as well. So, but no, I appreciate the advice. Anyways, though, I think that is, I think that's pretty much it. We're about to head into a dungeon. I don't know how long the dungeon's gonna take. We've pretty much, I mean, I think we've pretty much done everything here. Oh, wait, we have to talk to Abner K. Doodle. Cool. Grape jellyfish and Twitch is good for lives. Yeah, no, it's a good platform. I just haven't went all in with it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think. Should I keep going? We've been streaming for an hour. Here, let me take a sweatshirt off. Because I'm trying to think. We've been going for an hour 15, so it's actually like roughly the same time I normally go. Actually, a little bit shorter. But I don't know. Maybe I should keep going, or no. I should probably work on my videos. I probably need to get at least a head start on my videos, and then if I have time later, I might stream again in a couple hours. So I might do that. Anyways, I'm about to head out. It's kind of late for me. I'll be here for the next stream since nice talking to you. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by. Since it's kind of late for you, good night. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you for stopping by. You know what? I'm definitely going to call it here. So, good time, I suppose. Anyways, well, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Get out my outro. There we go. All right, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one.